Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz, December 25, 2020, and it's 12:56 a.m. Birmingham. Merry Christmas, everyone. And I believe we're going to have a pretty good 2021. We will have President Trump sworn in January 20, and no doubt in the world about that. Even though, well, there's too many obstacles in the Biden way. Way too many. I mean, really, if you think of it, millions of people didn't vote for Biden. A few hundred put a million votes in there, or several million. So this is what you're up against. You got a few hundred people, really evil people, that are backed by demonic spirits that put these votes in. If he had legitimate votes of that number, then he would have it. But he didn't. And the machines wouldn't be going on counting votes for 3 more days. But I mean, Trump is our president. He will be sworn in. And I have what I think will happen. One thing, I believe that Trump, immediately upon being sworn in, he'll put his thumb on every hot spot in this country, and he'll stop it that quick. Whatever it takes to stop it, he will stop it. Number 2, he's going to have a completely different face on the 21st of January. Not the same Mr. Trump, President Trump, they dealt with. It'll be the same President Trump that we dealt with because we know him. He'll be a different man. He won't be their buddy, so to say, anymore. He's not going to take BS off of the media, off of anyone. He's just not going to do it. He's going to have a buttload of wisdom that God is going to add to him, and courage that it takes to say no. And he did pretty much these things. He knew that there was a more important second time than there was on the first, and he had to skate through it. In other words, like standing on ice. He had to keep his balance. He won't have to do that come January 21, because he knows what he's got to do, and he knows what he's going to do. And there'll be no putting up with the left and the liberal anymore. I'm not saying that won't come back one day to haunt this country, not because of him. Keep in mind, it was Obama that signed Agenda 21, not anybody else. It was Obama that signed it. Hillary failed to deliver it. And that's what they need. They need to deliver Agenda 21. They need to bring socialism into this country. And again, it's not millions, it's a few hundred. Few hundred. I would say less than 1,000 people. People have no idea what socialism is. They have no idea. If they did, they would not wish that on their worst enemy. All you do, look, if you find this confusing and you believe that socialism is the right thing, then look up some documentaries and look at a few. Look at some of Cuba. Look at some of Poland pre or post Russian years. And look at Russia, look at China, look at Vietnam, look at any country, Bangladesh, But look at these countries who are, I'm going to word this carefully and you'll understand. When I say Poland and post-Russian, they are not 100% capitalist today. They are still under a socialist rule. All these Russian bloc countries are. Once you enter into socialism, you don't escape, ever. You don't go in for a year or two and say, wow, I don't like this, I'm going to get out. That doesn't happen, and it's not going to happen. But we are so far along on the timetable that we're going to be taken out of here. The church will be removed, and it'll be removed just prior to judgment. And we are not taken out from judgment of man. Keep in mind, the Bible tells us, fear not the one that can hurt the body, but the one that can hurt the body and destroy the soul. It's God's judgment that he will take us out of. He says, I've not appointed you to wrath. But there's a lot of people going to be left behind that will be in it, and it'll be very hard to get out of it. There'll be very few to come through the tribulation after the rapture. And I'm just telling you the truth. If it's hard for you today, what makes you think it won't be 10 times or 100 times harder the day after the rapture of the church? It will be. Think about those things, please. Our time is nearing an end. I do not believe Trump will be president for 4 years. I believe the church will take us out. Then as quickly as before a man can get back on his feet, being rattled by the rapture of the church, and he's left behind, they will be under a socialist government. And that's it. It's over. It's just going to get worse from there. Guys, think about that, please. But in the meanwhile, until we are, Trump's your president. He will remain your president. And he will bring out the guns. And I don't mean he's going to go and what I mean is he's going to fight for you harder than he's ever fought. If you think he brought millions of jobs the first 4 years, hold on to your hat. Those that were lost during COVID will return, and that many more. There will not be one person in this country that's able to work that's not working. If he is, he's a lazy bum and he doesn't deserve anything anyway. There'll be that many jobs available, and they are coming. And they're coming all because God chose this man for this time for our country. He is doing what he said he would do. He's standing by Israel. Next on his agenda, we're going to go Roe versus Wade. When that's done, hey, it's freewheeling from there. I promise you, there'll be smiles from God all the way through. Jody Wolf Exposed. Merry Christmas.